Ready, set, art. The haunted house. So I want to kind of take all the ideas that we just did from here and apply it to a haunted house. And then that way you kind of have something cool to put up during Halloween, right? We have that nice long weekend. Okay, so to get started, I want to draw the corner of this house and then bring up the angles and go from there. So instead of seeing the haunted house from the front, we're going to see it from an angle. And I think that makes it a little more dynamic. That is the word, dynamic. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put in this line here, right? And maybe another line off to the side here because the house gets smaller as we get to the top. This angle here, this angle here. Now, what I like to do is sometimes if this is your horizon line, hold on. Hey, Catherine. Shh. So anyways, I'm right here. And at this point, the angle would change because normally in two-point perspective, once it goes above a horizon line, the angle is not going to be parallel to here. It's going to change. So I'm going to change this to more like this. Okay? And then bring this in. I'm going to bring in this crickety looking fence, and we'll detail that later. I'm going to give you basically the bones of the house, but then you would detail it later. And then we get to here, right? And I'm going to go ahead and put in this top part of the roof, this stronger angle here, and bring it in smaller here. See that? And there's going to be a window here. And when you do the windows here, remember that whatever angle is here, you're going to keep that kind of the same. All right? Our crazy windows. Over here, I'm going to go ahead and put in this door. And then I'm going to, if you can imagine, this part here kind of goes down. Okay? And we have the steps. Okay? And then when we put in steps, it's kind of like this. You go up, over, up, over, up, over. And then put in your lines. And then you could see the stairs going up. And you could detail this any way you want. I'm going to put in our door, maybe some windows so it kind of reminds you of a skull. I'm going to put in a doggy door here so we can have some ghoul come out later, right? Okay. Let's put in this window. And now I'm matching this line here to here. I'm going to put in a ledge. Why? Because it's nice to put a cat there later, maybe. Kind of reminds you of when we did the pumpkin, right? We put that ledge in. So now you can have something here, you can have something coming off, right? I'm going to add a garage. So I'm going to put this line here, bring this up, and then over. Now it's going to tilt this way, right? Because we're above our horizon line. And then our crazy little tower. I always feel like a haunted house needs a little bit of a tower, right? Okay. See how we're doing this? I'm going to put a shadow there. So now we have the basic bones of the house. I'm going to put this here. This angle goes here. That way you can fit a car. We have our driveway. Yes, our scary driveway. And look how I widened that. It's thin here, and then it widens as it gets to us. That's what we call perspective. Perspective. And you can add little dirt lines here, right? Okay, so we're not done yet. I feel like we need a cemetery. I'm going to continue my line this way from this line. And then I'm going to go ahead and start putting in the makings of a fence, right? And you can, I'm putting simple lines in for now. Okay. And then from there, yeah, you can put in, this is more of like a Celtic cross, right? If you're in Ireland, they have these, where it's a circle and it's a cross here, right? And then another little grave. This is like more your traditional grave drawing. Rest in peace. You can put your bird there. Scary trees, right? Let me get your scary tree in. We're kind of mangling it. Kind of goes back and forth. And so, and these trees are more on the dead side. Not a lot of leaves. Not a lot of leaves. But it's mangled looking. Be careful with making them look straight. You want them kind of mangled. Right? Okay. And you would draw maybe a bunch of those. To cover up the bottom on one side, what I did is I put like scary bushes in. Why? Because you can have things pop out of it. And then you can continue with your crazy little tree. Right? Crazy angry tree. Maybe there's a face in the tree. I don't know. Keep going from there. Alright, so I have the basics in. if you're going to add a moon, please don't put it in the corner. My sister-in-law was an elementary art teacher. She'd always say, no suns or moons in the corner. So if you're going to, because it ends up, composition-wise, it kind of messes up the layout. I mean, if you have to have it, maybe it's over here, right? Or over here. So from here, I showed you the basics. Now you can detail. You can add like these chipped wood pieces in. You could add spider webs inside, the scaredy cat, the bat, this crazy little chimney, more ravens. Here's my pumpkin. Here's this crazy ghoul coming out. Reshape these. Maybe there's a crazy card. Design your own haunted house from this point. Let me see what you can do. Okay? Thank you and good luck.